on live.
So we are on live in Facebook, courtesy Geo.
Yeah.
Thank you. Fine.
So even in a general evaluators session, we had so much reference to Toastmaster of the day. How many of you feel as much as the speaker is important, the Toastmaster of the day is also important? He has to take the entire meeting on his hand. If someone backs out, he needs to punch him. If someone messes it up, okay, fine, he needs to take it up. So that is one of the most difficult roles as far as I am concerned in a Toastmasters meeting. To take up this session, this person is also a parental guidance. He has been there for 5 years in Toastmasters. He is the current area director for area K3. But what makes him eligible to give a session on TMOD? I said Arun is married. Sarathy, I asked him, so what do you want me to tell? He said, I'm a new dad, which means he is also married. So to give education sessions, you need to be married. So whoever is not married, get married. If you want to come on stage and give an education session. But again, I had a personal experience with him. I can vouch for this person to be one of the best to give the session on TMOD, because I had gone for a demo meeting at a Japanese club. I mean, they wanted to start a Japanese Toastmasters club. I had gone there. I was like clueless what is happening there. I was a timer. I was just noting the time. Okay, fine, time I can note whichever language it is. All of a sudden he started talking in Japanese. I was like, hey, I mean, do you know by any chance Japanese already? And he told me, no, as and when the speaker is speaking, I'm just Googling the Japanese down here and I'm noting down points. That's the amount of effort this person puts into a small meeting like that. It's not necessary for him to do it, but that is the amount of effort he had taken for that particular meeting. So please put your hands together to welcome Toastmaster Sarathy Srinivas.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Wow, okay. So much energy left in the day. That's good to see. All right. The session I'm doing today is on Toastmaster of the Day. How many of you have performed that role in your club at least once? Okay, almost all of you. How many of you have not? The same hands are coming up again. Okay, we'll explore into that throughout the rest of the meeting. I'm sure there's some hidden closets to be coming out. Toastmaster of the Day, what do you think is the #1 responsibility of the Toastmaster of the Day?
All the role players, speakers are available when they are facilitating.
All the role players and speakers are, okay. Whose responsibility is that? The Toastmaster of the Day. Overall, from the club perspective, the VP is responsible for having the role list or everything and saying that this person should be appointed. But in terms of relaying that information, in terms of making sure that person actually plays that role in the meeting, it is the Toastmaster of the Day, who is the acting VP for that particular meeting. Now, the normal experience, those of you who have done it and those of you who say you have not done it, even though you're the same people, when you're given that role, right, of Toastmaster of the Day, this is your general, feeling. Wow, I get to be the Toastmaster today. I'm the hero of the meeting, etc., etc. And you're really pumped up. But during the meeting, right, when someone sees your face, this is what they see. You're so engrossed, you're worried, you're concerned, right? And finally, after everything is done and dusted, this is your reaction. Oh my God, what really happened? What really transpired? And I'm sure that we have seen a few wonderful TMODs, but we have seen those that linger on in our memory. The TMOD performances that we don't remember at all are actually some of the best performances. Because that means they've done it flawlessly. They've done their role as TMOD flawlessly. They didn't have anything for you to think negatively about in terms of the meeting. Those are in fact the perfect TMODs. But those that we remember, sometimes they may be really good that are worth remembering, but sometimes because something went wrong. Now, a little workshop just to get your minds active. Why don't you form into teams of 5? Teams of 5. And I want you to come up with the 3 worst mistakes a TMOD makes that you have seen. The 3 worst mistakes. Group yourselves into teams of 5. One rule, not more than 3 members from the same club in that group. So teams of 5, quickly, it's a 3-minute workshop. Teams of 5, not more than 3 from the club.
Just turn around this fine.
Turn around this fine.
See, we thought about that also. That's why it's arranged like this. When did you get married?